Alright, we're back with more Detective Pikachu. I knew it! Just look at those blank expressions. Alright, so we got a lot going on over here with Claudia Dennis, with the Clefable, with Ducklet, all those fun things. What we have to do right now is we need to move on and see what's going on. Where's Barnes?
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Larry Turner. Hello there, Detective Tim. I mean, Detective Goodman? How was that, boss? Did I do that okay? Do we need another take? No, we don't need another take? Okay, cool, thanks. Wait, are you the Detective Tim? What's that? Mr. Dennis said at least. My name's... Wait, that's not proper enough, sorry. My name's Larry Turner. I'm a member of the house staff. House staff? Seems in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if... You really don't have to be so formal with us. Thanks, that's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy. Uh-oh, is that a problem? Well, it's good. It's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. I can handle all that, no problem. I don't know, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do his job. Anyway, you wanted to ask about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up your time. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm not complaining or anything. I just don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out. Something attacked you? So, not the thief? Would that describe why you can't talk in sentences correctly? Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Turner? Sure, no problem. Alright, tell me about the crime. I was doing my job like normal. I made food for the Pokemon, did some cleaning, that sort of thing. I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw a Ducklet fly out of a second-story window. Whoa. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. I mean, usually Ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. As if it wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. Next thing I knew, I was lying on a sofa, and someone was treating my wounds. A Pokemon punched you? Yeah, I feel like I glimpsed a small red figure for a moment. Based on the size, it couldn't have been human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon? A red Pokemon? Do you know what kind it was? I'm not sure, it all happened so fast. I see. I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt. Yeah, that's what the doctor said too. No Pokemon would want to steal the Aurora Drop. It's possible that the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. So Tim, now that you've heard Turner's story, what do you think? We need to find the Ducklet that flew out the window, and the red Pokemon too. Yeah, you got it. What red Pokemon have we seen in the game? We've only seen, like, the crate of Applin. I don't think an Applin's gonna launch itself and knock out a guy. Alright, did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. No, unfortunately, that's all I saw. Can you think of any other details? No, nothing. I never heard of anyone holding a grudge against Mr. Dennis. I was surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect. You don't think Barnes is responsible? I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him. But I can't believe it. Barnes has shown me the ropes around here. He's a great co-worker. I mean, if you'd know Barnes before all this, you could never imagine him being a thief. Tell me about the drop. Yeah, I've never seen the thing. It's been shut up in that storage room ever since he bought the house. Of course, I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments between Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. What sort of arguments? In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's going to donate the Aurora Drop. It seems like Ms. Dennis is against the plan. They've been fighting about it almost nightly. Every night? It must be a really point of contention. I guess Mrs. Dennis doesn't want to give up such a valuable jewel. So the Aurora Drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife, eh? Okay, well, where's the Ducklet? Where's Barnes? Alright, here we go. Yo, Ducklet and Barnes, why do I investigate this table? Some tea for visitors. Okay. Dog food bowl. Ask me anything. About the symbol of revival. What makes the Aurora Drop a symbol of revival? 2 years ago during the R incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage. Wait, were you a victim of the R incident? Yeah, some Pokemon who had been exposed to R went berserk. Their rampaging destroyed my shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By that time, I already had the Aurora Drop. I kept it stored safely in the shop. So was the Aurora Drop damaged too? No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora Drop was the only one to remain unscathed. In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora Drop that you might believe it was being protected. Whoa, that's incredible. I guess there's some magic left in the world after all. Ever since then, the Aurora Drop became known as a jewel that survived the R incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it. Thanks to all the attention, my business was able to get back on its feet. Sounds like a valuable jewel in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop? I've decided to donate to Rhyme City. Oh yeah, why donate it? It's not precious to me, and that's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring that the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. I thought it was about time that I did mine, so I wanted to donate the jewel that survived the R incident as a symbol of the city's revival. I hope that by doing so, I could help liven up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. Wow, Dennis, I'm impressed. That's a wonderful gesture. I'm glad you think so. Not everyone is so pleased about it. Oh? Forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with concern over such personal matters. For now, I'm counting on you to find it. Understood. We'll do it. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Move. Okay, now then, Mr. Barnes. Well, thank you. Not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. Hey, it sounds like the police finished questioning Barnes. Let's go talk to him. Yeah. So we had to talk to... Ooh. Brandon Bonds. Okay. How did it come to this? We still have question marks on his name little tag over here, even though he was just introduced to us. Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? Huh? Who might you be? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. Is that so? My apologies. I'm Brandon Bonds. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. Oh, do you mind if we ask you some questions? I realize you must be tired since you were questioned by the police. Yeah, don't worry about it. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it's my duty to give you my full cooperation. What would you like to speak to me about first? Alright, at the time of the incident, I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I'd finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. So that means that Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? No, nothing like that. Wait, if Barnes ran up the stairs, you'd think he would have run straight into the thief. If he didn't see anyone, could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yeah, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, the Aurora Drop was gone. Then I contacted Mr. Dennis, and the police came right away. Is there anyone who can corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Unfortunately not. It was only afterwards that Miss Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about. And the only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one can take witness statements from Pokemon, so I'm afraid I have no alibi. That's where I come in. The Pokemon that live in the mansion might know something. Well, good to know. That's good. So, Growlithe, Clefable, and Barnes. Okay, do you have any idea who the thief might be? No clue. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the storage room. What's the deal? Growlithe guards that key with constant vigilance, so I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me, given the circumstances, but I would never do something so senseless. At least this confirms that only those two have access to the key. Ducklet.
Yes.
Is my dear partner Pokemon. Just look at this photo. That's cute. Does Ducklet have a purse? That's Ducklet with you there? Yeah, isn't she adorable? Look at her feathers. Simply beautiful. But that's not all. She's incredibly clever and even helps me out with my work. Excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet. Oh, it's really no problem. You mentioned she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do? Let's see. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from the local cafe. Are we going to have to go to the Hi-Hat Cafe and ask? Oh, she buys coffee beans. Nice. There's a place called the Hi-Hat Cafe. Perhaps you heard of it. She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's their go-to cafe, then it's gotta be for the Hi-Hat blend. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City's elites have such refined taste. I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't returned yet. Could she have wandered off somewhere? Do you have any idea where Ducklet might be? Unfortunately, no. The feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's, right? Yes, no question about it, but I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. Just the thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow. I'm so worried I can hardly think straight.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to see the picture of Ducklet again. Yeah, I can't press B. Can I, like, skip this stuff? Oh my gosh, I was about to press it again. Okay, so out of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis' collection, he considers the Aurora Drop to be his most precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say the Aurora Drop is a physical manifestation, the crystallization of Mr. Dennis's career as a jeweler. I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. For someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Yeah, find it, I beg you. Don't worry, we're on the case. Okay, great.
Well...
Based on the testimony, I'm really not surprised the police suspect him. Yeah, if only there was another witness, at least. Yeah, are you forgetting something? Yeah, Barnes told us that Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion. Let's go talk to them. That's right. Okay, pretty easy. Tim! What? Tim!
Yo, main ectric! Working hard? Hey! What did I ever do to you?
Tim! Alright, Clefable. Is still suspicious of us. Growlithe? Finally, you're able to talk. Hey, Growlithe, sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down. Would it be alright if we asked you some questions? Growlithe. Alright, we're here to catch the thief, and we need your help doing that. You're willing to talk to us if it'll help Sanji? Sanji? Growlithe's nickname for Dennis, near as I can tell. Oh, right. His full name is Sanjeev Dennis, so I guess Sanji makes sense. Anyway, can we start with the questions? Alright, Growlithe, tell me about yourself. Your partner, your guard in the mansion. You already know the key to the jewel storage room was around your neck. It's important to Dennis, so guarding it is important to you. Makes sense. Says you never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes ever touch the key. So why do you feel extra responsible for what happened? Don't worry, the two of us are going to crack the case. Alright. Do you remember anything at the time of the incident? You don't know because you were napping. Uh-huh. What? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy. Huh, been there, believe me. What are you even talking about? You woke up when Barnes got home. That would have been right before all the commotion happened. And when you woke up, your precious key was gone. I knew it. Yeah, I can tell you're upset. You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief. We'll come and ask for assistance if anything comes up. So, dog was sleeping. Someone took the key off the neck while it was sleeping and then went inside. Easy mode. Oh my gosh. Sorry. It should default to the next one. Don't... Yeah. Hi. She says Barnes is kind and well-mannered. He and Dennis are close, but she's never seen them fighting. Mr. Dennis really does seem to trust Barnes. Yeah, and Growlithe likes Barnes too. Judging from what Growlithe says, it's kind of hard to think of Barnes as a culprit. There wasn't anything in Growlithe's testimony that could help us prove Barnes' innocence. Only one left is to get Clefable talking to us. What? You think we're thieves returning to the scene of the crime? You got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch a thief. Please, can we ask you some questions? Yeah, really, come on, you can trust us. Yeah, help us out. I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up too. Okay, so you're willing to talk? Thanks. Good. Guess Clefable was worried we'd do something bad to Dennis. To Ms. Dennis. Tell me about you, Clefable. What's your job? You don't have a job, but unless you count spending time with Claudia? Isn't it tough enough hanging out with someone so prickly? Claudia's not a bad person, you say. Sorry, I didn't mean to be insulting. So Claudia's always arguing with someone or another, but when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing? I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. Wow, you're actually pretty nice. I bet Clefable is really important to Ms. Dennis. Did anything strange happen today? Clefable saying she got real sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning. Uh-oh. Okay. Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that. That's too bad. What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him all right? Claudia doesn't like Barnes, so Clefable tries not to have much to do with him. Wow, but she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. After all, she says Barnes helped Turner when he got hurt. Yeah, does that mean Clefable saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner? Yeah, it's gotta. Clefable, what else can you tell us? Clefable was dozing near the front door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door. Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. That's pretty good testimony. And that's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. That means when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first floor. That's right, Barnes did not punch the dude. Okay. Let's start deducing. We got everything we need to make our deductions. Let's solve the puzzle, Tim. Yes. Okay, here we go. Deduction time. Wow, thank you. Alright, we've got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. Based on everything we heard, is there something that suggests Barnes is innocent? Let's review the information we've gathered. Alright, Barnes may be the culprit. He had access to the key. Yeah. Barnes the only one aside from Miss Dennis who had access to the storage room key, so he must be the culprit. Barnes may not be the culprit. He returned to the mansion after the crime had occurred, which is likely. When Barnes returned to the mansion, both he and Clefable heard Turner cry out, so it's highly unlikely Barnes committed the crime. Barnes doesn't seem like he would betray Mr. Dennis. Would Barnes really betray him? They've known each other for a long time, and he trusts him. Yeah, trust does not matter. It's this one.
Okay.
We learned that Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion. And Growlithe said she woke up exactly at the same time. Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean Barnes couldn't be the culprit? Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. I'm not sure we can prove Barnes is innocent with that alone. Yeah, we can't exactly disclose that testimony came from Pokemon, or else no one would believe us. Looks like we're going to need other evidence to prove his innocence. Barnes has an alibi. Okay. We can't lift the suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone. I think we're going to need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence. But where should we look for it? Nothing comes to mind. At times like this, it's best to try investigating other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads us back to this. Okay, we've got no choice but to find the Pokemon that the witness saw. And that's Ducklet. I wonder if the cut open jewel case is the culprit's partner. That makes sense, but no such human was seen by witnesses. Having said that, we might learn something if we could find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city and get some leads. Yeah, let's go to Hi Hat Cafe. At this point, it seems unlikely that Barnes is the culprit, but why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window? It seems unlikely that it's got nothing to do with the jewel theft. Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way. Good call, let's head in the city. Okay, let's go in the city. Yeah, we should go find Ducklet and then find the red Pokemon. The cafe, of course. Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking we should go. Alright, well, going back out to the city to see what's going on. Let's go. Alright, let's do it. Bzzz. Oh, what? Lillipup's partner? Huh? You mean you won't help me? I understand how you feel, man, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Look at the facial expression right here. Look, 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 look. It just changes ever so slightly. Nothing changed. But, yes, but what should I do? NPCs have no expressions. Looks like that woman has a problem. Sure does. I doubt it has anything to do with our case, but it's hard not to want to help someone who's in trouble. That's the spirit, Tim. If we see a person or Pokemon with a problem, let's do what we can to help them. That's what makes us the city's great detectives. But we do need to prioritize our current case. This is something we can help when we have time. Right, first let's hear what she has to say. Good idea. During your investigation, people and Pokemon may request your help solving their problems. These people and Pokemon have a blue speech bubble. If you see them, try talking to them. Local concerns that you've agreed to help are added to a list. You can check the list at any time. Keep in mind that some of these requests aren't necessarily problems in the strictest sense. Excuse me, may I ask what's wrong? My Lillipup's gone missing. Oh no, what happened? We were taking a walk together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. He got so worked up that he took off like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him, but now I'm exhausted. The police officer won't look into it for me either. I don't know what to do. We can't just ignore this. That's right, helping people is a detective's job, and finding lost Pokemon even more so. We'd like to help you, ma'am. We're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people and Pokemon. Really? That would be a great help. Can you think of anywhere your Lillipup might have gone? Huh, well, I've already searched the park pretty thoroughly, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Also, my Lillipup likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. I think that's enough information for us to go on. Please wait here while we search for him. I'm so sorry to add to your workload when you already look so busy, but thank you. I hope you find him. Alright, if we see it during the investigation, we should talk to it. A local concern? I'm okay. I'm good. Lillipup loves to go for walks. Look for a Lillipup. I'm not going to. Sorry. That's not my priority right now. I'm literally hired. I'm hired by a multi-millionaire to figure out what happened to the gem. I don't have time for finding your dog. And because you're exhausted, go take a nap and presume finding your dog. Ain't nobody got time for that. What? Oh, my Watchog? What? No. That looks like a red Pokemon. Oh, so good. So good, man. Hey, what are you up to? Watchog's hobby is observing things around the city. In that case, maybe it's seen something useful. Can't hurt to ask. Yeah, tell me about the ducklet. Watchog. Really? What are you saying? You gotta tell me too. Alright, it says it saw the ducklet pass by here. She passed by here on her way to the cafe. Okay, there are so many red Pokemon, you don't know which one we mean? Yeah, you know anything else? We know it's a Pokemon that can use a move to slice through hard objects. That can easily knock out a human with a punch. You haven't seen a Pokemon like that around here? Alright then. Okay. Never get bored because there's so many different people to watch? Okay, cool. Greedent? We don't get to talk to Greedent? I need a red Pokemon. Pablo and Ludicolo. Oh, and what's her name? From school. The mayor's daughter.
Oh, Tim.
Rachel Myers. And Jessica Miller. Wow, what a coincidence running into you here. Yeah, I'm surprised as you are. I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Oh, I remember. Howard's Notebook. She's the girl from the photo. Yeah, Pikachu, this is Rachel. We go to college together. She's the mayor's daughter? Right. And you said she knows about Pokemon too, didn't you? And she's just a classmate, or... See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life. I'm just looking out for you. I never heard you talk about actually having fun with people. Anyway, who's the woman next to her? I know about as much as you do. I don't think we met before. Hey, Jessica, have you heard of these? Of course, it's an honor to meet the great detectives. By the way, Tim, were you talking to Pikachu just now? What? No way. No need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk with your partner. But now that you're here, why don't you just chat with us for a bit? Yeah, sure. Okay, Rachel.
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah, he's actually more helpful than he looks.
That's pretty impressive, Pikachu.
Come on, Tim. You can give me a better compliment than that. You seem different from usual somehow. Don't tell me that award my dad gave you is already starting to change ya. No, of course not. I'm the same I've always been. Are you sure? I mean, we don't really know each other at all that well. Maybe you have the wrong impression of me. No way. I have my eye on you for a while now, Tim. Excuse me? Oh, does she mean what I think she means? It's like I have a front row seat to the great detective in action. It feels like an exciting new adventure could break out at any moment. Ah, right. Did you get your hopes up for a moment there, Tim? Quiet, you. Okay, and Jessica.
It is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have no idea what that meant to me.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
I see news about your accomplishments on TV all the time. You're quite the celebrity. Celebrity? I wouldn't go that far. No need to be modest. You're a great detective, after all. Jessica used to work with my mother years ago. That's how we met, and we've been friends ever since. Oh, I see. But it's been a while since we met up like this. About 2 years, I think. We've both been so busy lately. And there just hasn't been time to get together. I had no idea you'd become friends with a famous great detective. You were surprised? Oh, of course. Hey, I'm the great detective. By the way, Tim, I work at a pizzeria in Bamboo Borough. If you're ever in the area, stop by. I'll treat you to one of our awesome pizzas. Alright, did you hear that, Tim? Let's go sometime. The pizza place where Jessica works is actually pretty famous. Sounds great. I'd love to go. I'll take you up on that offer. I'll be waiting. Tim, there's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. What's up? Well, it's something going on at home. Sounds serious. I'm not sure how much I can help, but you can always talk to me. I don't want to waste your time, though. Don't worry about it. I'm working right now. But we can meet up tonight if you're free. Sure, that works. Thank you, Tim. Okay, then how about you stop by my apartment later this evening? Hey, not bad, Tim. But aren't we supposed to have dinner with your family tonight? Yeah, but this sounds serious. I can't just brush her off. The least I could do is hear her out for a bit. Fair enough. I'm sure your family will understand. Tim!
Hey, Tim. Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago. Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
Thank you. Oh, there's Ludicolo. How you doing?
Well, look who it is.
Yeah, Pablo. See, Pablo looks exactly the same. This is perfect. Uh-huh, and Ludicolo looks chipper as ever. Looks like she's in a good mood as always. Do you think she might know something? She might. We can ask. Usually, Ludicolo knows nothing. Ludicolo gave us 0 clues in the last game. At all. You say you've got an ear for rock now, not just jazz? Apparently, Apollitoad and its friend put on concerts here at night. And you really love that music, so that's why you like that. Okay, I hear Apollitoad's concert sometime. Alright, great, cool. Have you seen Ducklet? Yeah, that's what I need to know. She says Ducklet comes to the cafe pretty often. Pablo knows more about that, apparently. Okay, and you sometimes see Ducklet at Serenity Park? Oh, I see. So the pond water there is good for your fur, and you meet Ducklet there sometimes when you go to bathe? How nice that you tell each other about good swimming spots. I guess water-type Pokemon get along swimmingly with each other. Okay. We're going to talk to Pablo, and we're going to see what's up. Hey, did something happen today? I noticed you weren't here this morning. Yeah, I got caught up in a new case. Oh, sounds rough. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear about Ducklet first.
Excuse me,
Do you know the ducklet that lives in the dentist residence? Yeah, I know her. You're talking about Barnes' partner, right? She comes here all on her own to buy coffee beans. She's a clever little Pokemon. Just like Barnes said, she always comes with this cute little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple minutes ago. I was here for the last 10 minutes. Really? Did I just miss her? Talking about Barnes.
Hey.
The butler? Yeah, he swings by the cafe pretty often. Is he a regular? Yeah, he loves coffee and jazz. But apparently he's been really stressed lately. So he hasn't been stopping by as much. Yeah, you should probably ask more details about that. Okay, why is he stressed? Do you know why he's stressed? Well, not sure it's my place to tell you about a customer's personal matters. Please, we're just trying to help. So it's for Case, huh? I guess I'll tell you. He was worried about the jewel that Dennis was planning to donate to Rhyme City. Apparently, the Dennises had a difference in opinions about that. Barnes was trying to come up with a compromise that would satisfy both of them. But he said he wound up getting stuck in the middle. And that does sound stressful. I remember him saying he wished there was no jewel in the first place. He wished there was no jewel? Anyway, that's all I know. Hope it helps. Thank you. Alright, tell me about the cafe.
Excuse me?
Alright, you're all settled in. Yeah, it feels like things are back to normal. I know Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. I hope he hasn't caused too much trouble. Trouble? Me? I'm a paying customer. Once you pick up my tab. Not at all. The cafe is closer to your place now, and it seems like Pikachu feels comfortable here. And the Hi-Hat Cafe always welcomes Pokemon customers. Okay. Oh, we got what? We can start deducing after we talk to this thing. We haven't met this thing yet. Milcery? Rich flavor of fortune? Oh, wow. Milcery. Hi. Oh, it's a Milcery. Hey, Pablo. Got a new customer? I forgot this Pokemon existed. Milcery? It's new. Just started working here. Both Tim and Pikachu have particular blends they prefer. You can't just add cream without asking. Yeah, I prefer to keep my coffee black, but why don't you try some cream, Tim? Sure, it smells great. Maybe I'll try it next time. Fascinating.
Let's start deducing.
So we got to start deducing very soon. What do you think is going to happen now that we have a... Thank you, Pikachu. What do you think is going to happen? Stop it. Is he going to tell me that again? What do you think is going to happen? I don't know, but I can't wait to find out. You guys are great. Thanks for watching, and we'll jump into the next deductions over here with Pikachu very, very soon. You guys are awesome.